Well, hello guys and welcome to Mr. Web Reviews, and today we are going to build a complete digital marketing agency from scratch. So this is a complete step-by-step tutorial, which means that you don't need any experience to follow along, as I've designed this tutorial for complete beginners, and you don't need to have any coding skills either, because we'll be using a page builder which is super easy to use thanks to its drag and drop features. Now let me show you how beautiful this website really looks, and how by the end of this video you too can achieve the exact same results, and you'll end up with a very professional looking website for your digital marketing agency. So by the end of this tutorial you will have a beautiful website for your digital marketing agency like this one. So you'll have your own logo here on top, a call to action straight in the menu bar. You'll have the hero section here, as you can see, with a big heading, a big call to action, and a video as well. And if we scroll down, we have a services section, as you can see, where you can display your services and explain your visitors how you can help them. We have a portfolio section as well, where you can display your portfolio and previous works that you've done and case studies. You have the customer sections and testimonials as well. This is a testimonial slider, as you can see, where people can slide among different testimonials from your customers. And then a section with your team. You can put pictures of the founder, maybe a director, and so on from your company. And finally, another call to action where people can call you. And this is the footer page, and I'm going to show you how to configure all these to end up with a beautiful website like this one. And also I'm going to show you how to create an about us page, services page, your portfolio and contact page, and how to create a free consultation form and redirect it to a specific page. Okay, so before we go ahead, I'd like to address the cost of this project. Well, it's very simple. This website can be built for the cost of $0 US. Nothing, nada, zilch. It's very simple. WordPress is free, the theme we're going to use is free, and all the plugins are also free. The only cost you can't avoid is the hosting itself, because a website obviously has to be hosted somewhere. But as you'll see, we'll be using Hostinger, and by using the special link in the description, this will give you access to up to 90% discount on your hosting. And I'm also going to provide you with an additional promo code for an extra 7% discount. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's start building your digital marketing agency website. Okay, so step number one is to get your domain name and web hosting. So to get a domain name and web hosting, just click on the very first link in the description, or go to Mr. Web Reviews. So go onto my website here, Mr. Web Reviews, and you can click on this link here, hosting. And this will bring you automatically to this page. So this is a special co-branded page. Let me zoom in a little bit. There you go. A special co-branded page that I have with Hostinger. So Hostinger is where I host all my website, because they're fast, affordable, and reliable. And they have excellent round-the-clock customer support as well. Because when it comes to hosting, of course, you can understand support is crucially important. And by using the link in the description, you'll have access to a massive discount on your hosting, as you can see, up to 90% here. But not only that, on top of that, if you use that link, you'll be able to use an additional promo code, which I'll explain in a minute. So we have the single hosting plan here, which is for one website only, as you can see. So if you're planning to host only one website, or maybe just trying things out, then this would be absolutely fine. Now you can always upgrade from one to the other anyways, later on down the line. So what else? Oh yeah, as you can see here, they all offer free SSL certificate, all these plans. So what is an SSL certificate? Basically, it's the padlock here in your address bar that shows that your website is secure and safe to purchase from. So this is free with all plans as well. So one thing you don't get with the single plan is the free domain name registration. So that's $8.99 that you'll have to pay with this plan that you want with the other two, because this one is included in it for free domain name, $8.99. So if you factor that in already, it looks like the premium plan at $199 is already more advantageous. But again, if you're just trying things out and you don't want to spend too much money, the single plan is fine. Now bear in mind the single plan is limited to 100 gig of bandwidth, as you can see here. So if you're planning to get a good bit of traffic and don't want to worry about limitations regarding bandwidth, you might want to select the premium plan. This might definitely be your best option here. Now, what's the difference between premium and business? It's basically the storage space here. As you can see, 20 gig, we go to a whopping 100 gig, and the amount of visits from 25,000 monthly visits to 100,000 monthly visits. So now let's go ahead with the premium plan. So from here, you have to select your billing cycle. So again, if you're just trying things out, you can select this one here, which would cost you $10.19. Let's go here at the bottom, because there's a setup fee as well added to this one. If it's monthly, there's an extra $4.99, which would plus taxes. So those prices are before tax, plus tax, which will bring the total to $18.67. Or you can choose 12 months, so a full year, which would cost you $71. So $71. So normally you would think if you go for 2 years, select the 2 years, it would cost you $140, so twice this amount. No, not at all. It's only $90. So you're saving a big chunk of money here, you know, if you go for 24 months. So instead of $71, for basically an extra $19, you can get 2 years. And now you would think that 90 times 2, 180 would be 48 months. No, for just an extra $5, you can get 48 months in total. So you go from $71 for a year to $95 for 4 years. So now again, it's really up to you. I cannot tell you which one to choose. You can select 1 month. If you decide just the 1 month, it's fine. Or 12 months, 24 or 48. I personally would choose this one personally. It looks like the best value here, but again, it's up to you. So let's go ahead with this one for now. We'll go for just the 1 year. So as you can see, if we scroll down, you're offered with different payment methods. So you can use credit cards, PayPal, coin payments. So this is like the Bitcoins and all that, and Google Pay. Now, as you can see, because this is a co-branded page that I have with Hostinger, you're getting a whopping $50 discount, which is 41% on this one. Now, on top of that, as I mentioned earlier on, I'm going to give you a coupon code now that gives you an additional 7% discount on this amount. So if you click on this now, have a coupon code. Yes, we do. Click on this and type in all in capital letters, Mr. MR Web Reviews. And then click the plus sign here. So we were at $88 and you saved an extra 7% again on top now. So that's it. All in, very, very advantageous indeed. So let's go ahead and click submit payment. So I selected PayPal now and submit payment. And we'll be redirected to the PayPal payment page, which is there. So from here on, you can obviously just click on PayPal checkout, enter all your details, and go through the whole checkout process. And once you've gone through the whole checkout process, you receive a confirmation email from Hostinger, and you'll have a link in that email. You click on that link, and this will bring you to this welcome message on your admin panel. So from here, we're prompted to set up our premium shared hosting and SSL certificate activation. And we can claim our free domain as well. So let's go ahead with this. Let's set up this premium access now. So welcome to Hostinger. So start now. So claim your free domain, buy a domain, or use an existing domain. So let's claim our new domain. And we can have .online, .shop, .tech, .com, .website, .space. So plenty of different options here. Well, let's try a .com. So here you'll type in the domain name you'd wish to register. So it could be yourdomainname.com or mydigitalmarketingcompany.com, whichever name it is. You know, you might have to go through a few different options because .com is the most common extension, obviously. So it might not be available. So you might have to try a few different options, a few different variations. But anyhow, for our tutorial here, I'm just going to try mrwebreviewstutorials.com. Why not? And then search. Hopefully it's available. It is actually. So let's continue. And build a new website. Or do you want to migrate my website? I'm going to skip. I will start from scratch. And let's finish. Okay. So this is initializing the setup. So please wait. It can take up to 3 minutes. So let's be patient. So complete domain mrwebreviewstutorials.com registration. So I need to fill out our details here. So I'm registered as a limited company. So let's go ahead with this. Enter contact details. So David Garay, company 7175 Shelton Street, City of London. The country would be United Kingdom. Choose an option. So this is London. KLL. There you go. And the postal code WC2H9JQ. And I've finished the registration now. So again, initializing setup. So your website is ready. Very good. So manage your site. So let's click on this. It's pretty simple, isn't it? Step by step. So as you can see here, this is our dashboard. We have a hosting plan premium. The server is based in the Netherlands. This is the IP. My domain name is mrwebreviewstutorials.com. Web server light speed. And here we have the order, accounts, email, domain, website, files, database, advanced, and other. So I suppose if you want to install our website, we have the auto installer. So what are we going to install? We're going to install WordPress with WooCommerce. Let's go with the simple WordPress installation for now. So we're going to install it in the, in the root folder. So don't need anything here. Perfect. So admin name. So we're going to create some credentials here. I'm gonna create a database and everything. Yeah, update only, always update. I'm gonna put Mr. Web Reviews Tutorials. Install. So there you go. So we have our WordPress installed now. And now that our WordPress installation is complete, let's go and set up an email address linked to your account. So as you can see, you have the name at yourdomainname.com. So in our instance, is at mrwebreviewstutorials.com. So it could be whatever you wish. It could be info at, or accounts at, hello at, whichever. So let's go with info at, and then type in your password. There you go. And all you have to do after that is simply click create. And there you go. Your email address is ready now. info@yourdomainname.com, which you can use on your website as a professional looking email address linked to your domain name. Okay, already all set now with those settings. So now we can access our WordPress dashboard. And for this, you click on dashboard. You go on dashboard here again, and then edit website. And this will bring us to our WordPress dashboard. Okay guys, so welcome to our WordPress dashboard. So let's clean a few things up first. So we're going to go into plugins, and we're going to delete everything that's here at the moment. So bulk action, delete and apply, because we won't need these ones anyways. There you go, that's done. So the next step now is to actually install our theme. So let me show you what our website looks like at the moment. So this is the basic default 2021 theme that comes with a WordPress. So nothing too fancy, basically it's a basic blog. So let's go and change this and jazz it up and make it look like a proper digital marketing agency. And for this we're going to use the Astra theme. So for that we're going to head to appearance here and then themes, and then add new. And in the search box here you search for Astra, and it's the very first one here. And as you see, as you hover on top, you can see an install button showing up. So we click on this now, install. There you go. And now we need to activate the theme. That's it, all done. So as you can see, we have a message here that says, thank you for installing Astra, and then get started to use the starter templates, which is what we're going to use basically, you know. We need one of them starter templates. So let's get started. So it's activating. Nearly there. So that's it. So now as you can see, we are presented with 4 different options. So which page builder do you want to use? So page builder, basically it's a drag and drop system, very user friendly, very intuitive, which makes it super easy to customize any page on your website. So from experience, I would say Elementor is definitely the best out of those 4. So you'd want to click on Elementor. So click on this now. It is the most comprehensive option as well, you know. So as you can see now, we have many different templates here from this theme that we can choose from. And some of them have a label here that says agency, which means that those are premium templates. So these you'll have to pay for these. Whereas all the others, like this one and this one or this one, these are free to use, absolutely 100% free. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to type here agency, maybe look for agency. There you go. And as you can see, we have a few options here, and most of them are paid. So this is paid version. So we have the choice among maybe 2. We have this one and this one here. So let's click on this. Maybe this is very nice actually. So let's go ahead with this one. Let's have a quick look. So this is the home page. We have the About Us page. That's very neat, very clean looking website. Services. Yeah, if you're a digital marketing agency, you could put your different services, list them here. Social proofs, testimonials, yes. And then we have a contact page as well with the Google Maps and a contact form. Okay, so that's it. Let's go ahead with this one. And all we have to do now, we can import the demo content in just one click, which is very convenient indeed. So how do we do that? Very simple. Just click import complete site. So complete site will import all these 4 pages all at once. So let's go ahead and do this. And then click import. So here it's up to you. Feel free to fill this out. It's just to give them some feedback. The reason why you are downloading this theme. At the moment, I'm just going to skip myself here for the sake of our tutorial. So just skip here. And now it is importing. Now bear in mind, it might take some moment, a few minutes maybe, depending on how fast your internet connection is. So I'm just going to pause the video here myself, and I'll meet you guys on the other side. There you go, import complete. So that took a bit less than a minute here, to be honest, you know. So hooray, the website imported successfully. So that's great. So you can close this now, simply close that. So this was what our website used to look like before the import. So let's refresh now and see what our website looks like. And just like that, we now have an amazing website indeed. Look at this, very clean, very professional indeed. So one thing we might take care of now is add an extra plugin. So we're going to add new plugin. We're going to add a maintenance plugin. So what's a maintenance plugin? Basically, it's a temporary page that will show to anyone trying to see your website, that will prevent anyone from seeing your website while you're working on it. Because while you're making changes to this website, you don't want people to access it, obviously, you know. So in here, you just type maintenance. And we're going to select this one here that has 500,000 plus active installations from Web Factory. So install now. And then activate this plugin. So as you can see, our plugin is now installed, and we have an extra tab here in the menu section. So if we click on this now, this is our maintenance page. As you can see, the status now is on. So it's on actually at the moment, which means that anyone accesses who will access your website now will see a temporary page that says maintenance mode is on. So let me show you. So if you are logged in as an admin and working on the website yourself, like I'm going to do, and I'm going to refresh, you can absolutely access the website, no problem. Now, if I open a new incognito page and just type this, so this is what anyone from the outside world will see. So digital agency, maintenance mode is on, and that's it basically, you know, so nobody will see what's happening behind the scenes. So that's the main purpose of this plugin. Okay, so let's go and discover our theme at the moment. So we have a very nice hero section here with a background picture that we can change. You can have your headline here, big message, sub message, and a call to action immediately here. As you can see, you can request a quote or whichever you want it to be. We can change that later on. And if we scroll down the page, the main principle, vital information, how can we help you? And you can give the main reason why people should choose you over anyone else. And maybe a few examples of your work, a portfolio here, a few of your customers as well, and testimonials. And then maybe a little bit about yourself and your team, and then how to contact you. And that's basically it, you know. So it's very, very clean, professional layout indeed. So let's go ahead and make some changes to this page. So for this, we go back to our WordPress dashboard and we click on pages, all pages. So as you can see, these are all our pages. So we have services, privacy, policy, home, contact, and about. So these are our different pages here. And we can edit them one by one. So how does this work? So if you hover on top like this, you can see it shows edit, quick edit, trash, view, and edit with Elementor. So you'd want to click on edit with Elementor because this is our page builder that we have installed, which is absolutely super user-friendly, is drag and drop and very easy, very intuitive to use actually. So let's go and change our homepage first. So this is our homepage and we're going to click edit with Elementor. Okay, so this is loaded. So let me show you quickly how Elementor works. So on the left hand side, you have the menu here with all the different elements. So you have inner section, heading, image, text editor, videos, button. You can insert all sort of different things, you know, post, login features, animated headlines, reviews, etc., etc. There's loads of choices here. And on the right hand side, that's a preview of your page that you're working on. So as you can see, as I hover on top, you can see this plus, those small dots and an X. And then around it, you have a blue frame, a blue edge here. And that indicates a section basically. So if I click on this, you can see now it says edit section. So this is a section. And every section is made out of different columns. So this is a column now, and then another one. So there's two columns here, but there's only one displaying. And each column is made out of different elements. So this one, as you can see, is a heading. And this one here, for instance, is a button. And this one is text. So if I scroll down again, as you can see, this is a section. And we have different, this is one column only here. And then we have different elements within this section. So very simple actually, you know. Okay, so for our example here, let's say you run a digital marketing agency and you help businesses to get noticed online, to gain more exposure and so on. So what you want to do next is obviously to put this, the main tagline of your company, the emphasis on what you do, and put it straight here in this headline on the homepage in this hero section. Because this is the first thing that people will see when they land on your website. So when they land on website, this is the first screen. So that's what is called the above the fold. So basically before they scroll, everything that's above the fold is what you see first, should be prominent and send the message across immediately. So within a split second, maybe within 3-4 seconds, maybe your visitor should know exactly what is it that you do just by looking at this text here. So this headline obviously is crucially important, and then the text underneath it is just an explanatory text just to emphasize the main headline and add substance to it. Okay, so let's make a few changes here. So in here on top, you might want to put exactly what it is that you do. So let's put it in plain, simple English: digital marketing agency based in, let's say, London. Okay, so now we have this. So if someone lands on your website and they're wondering what do, they can read the first line. It says digital marketing agency based in London. Now, what's your promise here? What is the benefit? What is the main benefit from dealing with you and hiring you and using your services over anyone else? This is what you want to put here. And to change your headline, just click on this. So let's go and type something here, maybe targeted traffic that converts, exclamation mark. So this is your tagline. So you're basically telling your visitors that you provide targeted traffic that converts. Now they might be wondering, but what does that mean? I'm not too sure what that means, you know. So you could edit this, and maybe here I'm just going to paste some text here. It is not enough to drive traffic to your website. You also want to make sure you're targeting the right audience as well, or two as well, maybe. And then maximize your return on investment. There you go. That's very clear, very neat. People will know exactly what it means. So digital marketing agency based in London. What do you provide? You provide targeted traffic that converts. And then what does that mean? It means that it is not enough to drive traffic to your website. You also want to make sure you're targeting the right audience as well. Maximize your return on investment. So let's update this. Let's refresh. And let's have a quick look on our homepage now. And as you can see, these changes are reflecting here, no? So exactly as we said. So let's say now you wanted to make it more prominent and have maybe an explanatory video here, right here, so people can watch it immediately. This is actually very effective as well, you know. So how do we do this? So we can see we have a column here that's empty at the moment. There's a plus sign. So what we do, we just click on those 9 dots here, and we go back to our main menu. And from here, you can see this icon here that says video. You want to drag and drop this onto this section here. So how do we do this? So I'll just click on this, drag and drop. And as you can see now, there's a blue highlight right here. Where you see where it's going to land. So that's there. So just, and then drop it. And now we have our video here. So obviously you'd want to replace this with one of your videos. Now on the left hand side in our menu here, you can see a different options. So you can select different types of video. At the moment we have YouTube, but you can have Vimeo, Dailymotion, or you can even upload your own videos onto your servers. It's up to you really. But for the sake of our tutorial here, I'm just going to select YouTube. And here, instead of this video, I'm just going to put a link to one of my videos. So Control V and just paste it here, basically, just like that. And as you can see now, it's one of my videos here. And then you have different options. You know, you have autoplay, you can mute it as well, a loop, play as a loop, modest branding, privacy mode, and player control. So you can enable or disable all of these. It's up to you really, you know, it makes no difference really. It's all the same. So you can have an image overlay as well. So what's that exactly? Well, basically, if you wanted to replace this picture here, the thumbnail from this picture, and replace it with another picture, you can do it from here. So if I was to click on this now, and I go and select a picture, so hover on top of this, click on this, select, and I'll go and pick another picture, select another one, this one for instance. Now if you upload this and then insert media, as you can see, I have a different picture, and even the play button has changed. So now you can customize this to your own personal requirements. Let me choose another one now, maybe this one here. As you can see now, we have the mountain view and all that with the play button in the middle. So let me update this for now. So let's go back to our main page, home page here. And if we refresh, as you can see now, we have the text here and then the video to the right. So as you can see, this is a bit too close to it, you know, so we might space that up a bit. So how do we do this? Simply click on this, and then we're going to advanced, or you can select the whole column here. It's up to you. Let's go for the whole column, and we're going to add a zone here, which is called padding or margin, whichever, you know, which is going to push the text inwards. So let's go here, and this will apply to the whole column. So all these three elements will be pushed to towards the inside of the section here. So we're going to add a padding. So I'm just going to unclick this, and this is from the right hand side. So we're going to select right, and we're going to increase this slowly. As you can see, our text has moved now. So let's add maybe 35 pixels and then update. And as you can see now, it is much easier to read, you know, otherwise it felt a bit cramped and too close to this one. And I think even this bit here should be more pushed toward the inside. So we're going to increase that a little bit more. So we're going to put maybe 50 pixels, just like that. And that's just about perfect. There you go. So let me remove the overlay image. I don't think it looks good on this. Let's just leave it as this for now. And let's refresh. There you go. So now if someone lands on your page here, all they will see is the main message: digital marketing agency based in London, targeted traffic that converts, an explanation. And if they're not too sure again, they can still watch the video and have a clear overview of what you provide. Now, if you find that the background picture is too distracting, you can remove it or change it or replace it with another one, or have a totally plain color. So I'm going to show you how to do this as well. So for that, we go back to our page editor here. So we're going to select this section here because that picture is covering the whole background of that section. And if you go into style, you can see this is our actual picture. So clearly this is not the same color. As you can see, this is much brighter than this, which means that there's a background overlay, which is here. And this is the color. Now you can increase the opacity, which means that at this stage, you can't see anything anymore. So this could be a perfect match for you, and you could change the color based on your own requirements, or we could just leave it as is, or you can just delete this picture altogether, and that's it. All you have is just the plain background color. So let's save like this for now and see what it looks like. So let's refresh. There you go. So now if someone lands on your page, there is no doubt whatsoever they're going to read this. There's no other choice. There's no distracting picture in the background. So one thing I just noticed is that this is a bit faded in the background. So maybe we're going to put a white border around this video. So how do you do that? Very simply, you click on this and you go into style. No, sorry, in advanced. And then you go into borders. So we're going to select the type of border. So it's going to be a solid line. And we're going to make it maybe 4 pixels. I wouldn't go any more than this. And we're going to select a color. Let's make it white. Maybe this is too thick. Maybe 4 or 3. Let's go 3. And then update. So let's refresh. And as you can see, it stands out. Now there's more contrast with the background, you know. It is more noticeable. So a little change can make a huge difference sometimes. So this is basically it. I think this is absolutely fine now. It looks absolutely great. So let's take care of our next section here. So obviously, once they know where you're based and what is it that you do, they might wonder how you can help them, you know. So this is basically what this section is for. So how can we help you? So this is actually fine. This headline heading is absolutely fine, you know. You could keep it like this. And this is where you're going to display all your different services. So as you can see at the moment, we have 6 of them. You might display only 4 or maybe just 1 row of 3. It's up to you really. So let me show you how you can change this. So let's go back to our Elementor. So how can we help you? So this is, as we said, absolutely fine, this heading, you know, but you might want to change the text here underneath and maybe make it more specific to your industry. So now, how can we help you? So we will help you gain more exposure by driving targeted traffic to your website using a mixture of different techniques highlighted here below. There you go. Could be something simple like this, you know. So then your visitors will know exactly when they get here, how can we help you? Well, you'll help them gain more exposure. And this is the list of services. So let's say you'll be probably doing a bit of this, you know, marketing and social media, probably e-commerce. You provide help and support. But let's say these icons here, they're not relevant to your industry. Let's say maybe you don't like them. Maybe you want to change the font, the colors or whatever. So how can you do that? So if we click on this now, as you can see, this is our title. So we have design. So let's say design is not relevant to your industry. Maybe you do SEO, let's say. And then in here, instead of this, you might put something like SEO stands for search engine optimization. And then blah, blah, blah. And then maybe this picture now is not really relevant to SEO, and none of these icons are actually, you know. So if you click on this and you go into media library, you see you only have those few here. So we don't have any picture, actually any icon that says SEO. So let me show you a very practical website that where you can download free icons. It's called flaticon.com. Flaticon.com, and you're just going to type in here maybe SEO and then search. And as you can see, you have loads of lovely icons here that actually say SEO in them, that relate to this type of activity, you know. So this is very nice. Now if you wanted to find a series of 6 maybe icons, you want to replace them all because none of them are relevant to your industry. So you just type in maybe digital marketing like this, and now you can see you have all these icons, but instead of icons you're going to select here in the drop down menu packs. So now you have a bundle of different icons related to this keyword. So you can see here, these with the crown, they're actually premium, so you have to pay for these. So you can go ahead and purchase one of these, or you can get the free one, you know, you can always get all the free stuff anyways. So this one is free. You can click on this, and as you can see, you have 63 different icons available with this one. So if you download this pack, all these icons are free, totally free, 100% free for you to use. So all you have to do basically is just download. So you have to register. So let's go ahead together with this and do it together. So I'm just going to use a username here. So there you go. I typed in all my details now and just sign up. Registered successfully. So it's just as simple as that, you know. So I can just close this now. And in here, all we have to do is just download the pack. Simple as just download, free download. And then you save. There you go. So now we have a zip file, which is an archive file. So just go and extract this now. That's it. And now that we have our icons downloaded, we can go back to our Elementor page and we're going to replace this. All we have to do is just click on this, and then this is our media library. So we're going to upload files, select files, and you're going to go into that folder that we just extracted. So that folder we got is this one here, and then open it, and you have EPS, font, PNG, PSD, and SVG. So the one you want to go and open is the PNG file. So open this one, and these are all our PNG. And now you want to select 6 of them. So those that are relevant to you. So you can upload them all, it's up to you really, you know, or you can just select 6 of them. So all you have to do is just click on one of them, just click for this one, for instance, and then hold the Control key on your keyboard, Control, and then click on a few others. So we have one now, maybe we're going to select another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then open. And as you can see, our files are being uploaded. So let's select this one for our first one. So you just click Insert. And as you can see, we now have SEO. This could be SEO. So let's go to this one and let's select this one. Let's do the same with this. Let's select this one here. Let's crop this one. And we do this with our 6 different sections. There you go. But now as you can see, we have everything in black color, which is not that nice anymore. You know, the icons were nice. They used to stand out. So what we can do maybe is to change the color of our title here. So instead of having a black color, we can go and have the same color as this. So let's go back to this page, this section here. I'm going to show you why. Is because we need to grab this color. So where is that color? As we said, is background overlay, and we're going to click on this and select this code here. So right click, copy, and now we're going to go back to our title here, and then click on style. And this is not the image, this is the content. So you open the content tab, and as you can see, we have title and the color. So we're going to assign a color now. So let's put this Control V. Yeah, there's not much difference, to be honest. So let's brighten this up maybe, after all. Maybe like that. There you go. This is a nice color. So now you can copy this one. Copy. And we're going to do the same with the others. So style, content, color, paste. Same here. Content, color, paste. And as you can see, it's already much brighter, much friendlier, and more cheerful with those colors, isn't it? So let's carry on and do this quickly with the others. There you go. Another 2 to go. Nearly there. And this one as well. So that's it. We can update now. So let's have a quick look in the front end. And as you can see, this is absolutely fine. You see, now we have your personalized icons that fit your own business requirements and the type of services that you provide. And obviously we can change those titles to make it your own, and the text as well. So again, how do you do this? Very simple. You go into content. So you have SEO here, and then the text, you change it here. And you can do the same for all these different ones. Now, what if you don't have 6 services to offer? Maybe it's only 4 services you offer. So what can you do then? All you have to do simply is delete 2 of those items. So you click on this one here, right click, delete, and do the same with this one. Or you can offer 5 services if you want. You can have 2 main ones on top and those 3 at the bottom. Or you can just remove this one as well, in which case you offer 4 different services. It's really up to you again. So let me just go back to those 2. I'm just gonna leave them as is for now. That looks very nice, doesn't it? Okay, so our portfolio now. So a portfolio basically is where you showcase your work. So if you're only new in this industry as a digital marketer, you're only starting up, you might not have much work to show for. So maybe this section is plenty for you, 1, 2, 3, 4. But if you've been in business for a few years and you have quite a few work done under your belt and so on, that you might want to have this button linked to an actual portfolio where can people browse through the work you've done in the past and see your different case studies, and where you can showcase all the previous work you've done for different businesses and different companies. So how do you do that? Then we would need to install an additional plugin. So let me show you quickly. So I'm just going to go and open a new tab with our dashboard here. And again, we're going to plugins and that add new. And in here, you'll type portfolio. And you can see we have one portfolio for Elementor again. So Elementor is our page builder here. And this is an add-on basically, you know, to the Elementor page builder. So we're going to install this. There you go. And then we click activate. And then you can skip this for now. So you don't need it really, just skip. So that's it, done. So one more thing we need to do is to go into the Elementor now and settings. And we need to tick the portfolio as well as being a post type that we want to use the page builder with, and then save. And now we can build and upload our portfolio. So this is a portfolio here, as you can see. So you can have different categories if you wanted to. So you can break this down in different categories. So let's say if you provide SEO, you could have SEO. If you have marketing, you can put marketing. Social media, you can have social media, depending on the type of work you've done for your customers, basically, you know. So let's go into our portfolio, or we can create categories, up to you. I'll just show you the categories quickly. So let's create one here. So SEO, and then we set social media. And then what was it again? Marketing. Okay, marketing. Oops, marketing. There you go. And now we can go ahead and create a new item in our portfolio. So as you can see, this is our portfolio, and we can add a new item from here. And then we're going to click edit with Elementor, but you can set a title so far. So let's say you've worked for company XYZ and you've done digital marketing for them. So let's say company XYZ, and then in brackets here, maybe digital marketing. And then we're going to edit with Elementor now. So click on this. So again, this is a preview of what your customers will see on that page of this portfolio. So you might start maybe by putting a big picture. And then we're going to put full. And we're going to select a picture. So you go ahead and select a picture that actually represents the work you've done. So I'm just going to select this one here for now. Let's say we've designed maybe a website for someone or something. And then we go back here. And then below this, you want to put some explanation maybe about what is it exactly that you've done for this company. So we start with the heading. So what is it? So company XYZ. And then you might put maybe the location. London. And then below that, we're going to add some text. So text here, add text here, and then we can start typing, basically, you know. So we're going to say, we've been privileged to work with company XYZ on promoting their website using social media integrations. So let me just fill this up with some text and copy it and paste it from another website online just to show you. So let's just put something like this, you know. And then after that, if you have a link maybe to their website that you want to showcase as well, you might add a button here underneath. So you could have a button like this. Click on the button and then you select, click here, or visit website maybe. Visit website. And here you're going to put the address of the website. So https / and then mrwebreviews.com, for instance. And you can click on this gear here and make sure that it's open in a new window, because when people are on your website, you don't want them to leave your website, obviously. No, if you click on this, it will open a new window if they click on the link. So there you go. So don't forget to update, obviously, and save your work each and every time. So let's have a quick look at what it looks like. As you can see, we have the picture, the title, and then the explanation, and then visit website. So if we were to click on this, we are redirected to the Mr. Web Review website, as you can see, in a new window. So we're not leaving your website, actually, we're just opening a new window. And then if you can see here, we still have our footer, which is part of the whole website globally. So would you like to start a project with us? So this is maybe a bit too close from this. So maybe you can push this down a little bit. So how do we do this? We take the last item here, this one here, click on that. And then we're going to advanced and we're going to add a padding at the bottom. So maybe you can add 100 pixels, update. And if you're going to have a look now, as you can see now, it is spaced up a bit, you know, it's much better. It was a bit too cramped up next to each other. So this is absolutely fine. And if someone was to go on your portfolio, the whole portfolio, that's what they'll see basically, you know. We only have one article at the moment, but if you had 10 of them or 15 of them, they'll be all displayed here in a row, and they can feel free to click on each item they want to watch, either the title or the read more, and they click on this, they'll see the content of that article. So this is how you add a portfolio. So what we'll do as well, we'll add the portfolio later on when you work on the menu. We'll put it here in the menu as well. So there you go. So back to our website now. We can close this as well. So this is our portfolio. So let's have a look at this section here, our customers. So this is basically a simple way of editing it again, you know. So it's just pictures. So all you have to do is click on this and then replace the picture like we've done before. And then if we carry on, we have testimonials here. Now there's only one testimonial here, so you can just edit this yourself. You know, you can click on this and just change the title and whatever the person said and upload the picture. This is really absolutely fine. Now, if you wanted to have more than one testimonial, maybe have a testimonial slider here, I'm going to show you how to do that as well. So at the moment, you can just change this, and amazing design and quality work. You change this to whatever it is that you want, what your customer said actually, you know. But again, let's go and install a testimonial slider and replace this with a few testimonials. So for this, we go back to our digital agency. I'm going to open the dashboard, a new window. We go into plugins, add new, and you simply type testimonial slider. And as you can see, we have this one here, which is from the Radius theme. And you want to install this one. So click install. And then activate. And as you can see, we now have a new tab here in our menu. And we go into all testimonials. And then add a new one. So you can get the pro version, but there's no need for that. This one is free. It's absolutely fine the way it is. So add title. So we're going to put a title comes here. And then some text, and some text comes here. This is what the customer said about your services. Okay. So then we have designation, company, and location. So the company, let's say XYZ Limited. Where are they based? Let's say Dublin. And the designation, he would be, let's say, the director, or she, or he. Let's see. And then we add a picture. Well, let's select this one here. So she would be the director. And then we can publish. So this is one. So let's add another one. So this is a second testimonial. I'll just copy and paste something here, you know, some text, random text. So designation, sales, company ABC Limited this time, location, let's say London, and we're going to select another picture. So let's select this chap here, select publish. That's it. So we now have, let's see, all testimonials. As you can see, we have 2 testimonials at the moment. Okay, so instead of typing another one, creating another one, I just installed a quick plugin to duplicate things. So I'm just going to duplicate this one very quickly, you know, and maybe this one as well. And just quickly open them and save them as draft. It's just to save us time, you know. And open this one as well and publish. And there you go. So we now have 4 testimonials. So let's put them here and let's have the slider on the home page. So I'm going to show you how to do this now. So basically from here, we are going to go into shortcode. And we could create a new shortcode. So I'm going to put here homepage slider. And this is our shortcode here. So you select this and then copy. And we're going to configure it. So we want it to be a slider. And maybe 2 columns. 2 columns. Yeah, okay. 2 columns is fine. And then do you want it to loop, autoplay? Yes, autoplay and maybe loop. And pause on mouse hover. Yes, that'll be fine. And auto height. Let's have it automatic like this. And let's publish. And now we go back to our page here, and instead of this, so we're gonna delete that, delete, delete, and you can see we have a plus sign, and here in our widget we're gonna search for shortcode, and then you're gonna just drag and drop this here, just like that, and we're gonna paste the shortcode that we just posted, our testimonial, and then apply. And then update. Let's have a quick look. So now if we go into our home page and refresh, you can see we now have two side by side. And if you click on this, they're scrolling. So this is basically, this is a second testimonial, sales, ABC Limited London. This is the testimonial, and this is the director at XYZ Limited, and so on. So if I remove the mouse, it should scroll on its own normally, I believe. We set it up. Yeah, that's it. So there you go. So it's going to go, basically it's going to go in a loop. Basically it's going to display them continuously and then start from the beginning each and every time. So very nice indeed, you know. So I think this is absolutely fine the way it is again. So what's left? Our team, very simply again, you know, this is a simple one to edit. All you have to do basically is just to click on the picture, again, edit the picture, and then either upload a new picture of yours, you know, and then change this one here that's in place. And for the name, basically you're going to change, let's say like this one here, maybe. You're going to call him John Doe. John Doe. And he's the director of the operations. Update. And now we have John Doe, basically, you know. So this is how simple it is. So that's us done with the home page. So let's go and have a look at our About Us section now. And for this, we go back to our WordPress dashboard, into our pages, so all pages. And in here we have About Us. So let's edit this with Elementor. There you go. So as always, we have our preview here and our menu here on the side with all the elements. So About Us, this is fine. Welcome to the digital agency. You can put any welcome message here that you wish, and maybe some explanatory text here. So who we are, our mission, what we do. So this is basically text and headline. You know, you can just go and tweak this around just like we showed previously. The text is the same. So what's the difference with this one? As you can see, this one is a list of items. And as you can see, it's nicely done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Icon list. So all you change this, basically hover on top, click on this, and then you can change the title here. So UI, UX design. So you maybe social media marketing. Now, if you wanted to change the icon here, instead of that pointy arrow, you can change this to something else. Could be a dot. You have all these. So let's say maybe a bullseye. Insert. So now you have bullseye. So you can change this and make it your own again, based on your own personal preferences. If I select a tick mark, maybe, no, checkbox, there you go. Maybe this one, or this one here. See, this is nice as well, isn't it? So I could have this. It's really up to you, no? Or a circle, this one here. Or you can have actually an icon that represents what the text is about. So social media. You could have maybe, let's say Facebook. And now this is social media related. And then website development. Let's see, website, it could be online. This would be website, wouldn't it? And that's it. You can change them each and one individually as well. So as we scroll down now, you have our 6D process. So this could be again a highlight of the main services that you provide, or maybe the process that you have in place. You know, it could be 6 steps towards success. And then force would be discovery, define, design, develop, deploy, deliver, or whichever, you know, it could be initial consultation, and then planning, and so on. So it depends based on your business again, you know, you make it your own. And then in here, why choose us? So you want to give your customers obviously solid reasons why they should choose you over anyone else. So what do we have here? We have what is called an FAQ form. So if they click on any of those boxes individually, it will open up a tab with the content. So here you could have maybe the main reasons why people should choose you. So best design quality. Okay, that's fair enough. So how do you change this now to make it your own? So let's say, let's go back to targeted traffic. And then in here, you could change the text and explain them what it means, targeted traffic, and why it is so important. And then maybe 24/7 live support. This is very important as well, you know, if you provide support and so on. So you put all the reasons here, and then inside you'll have the actual explanation. So when they click on any of those tabs, it will open up automatically, and they can read the reason why. So it is a nice way to save space without being too intrusive, and yet providing all the information necessary. And then we have some numbers here. So this is nice as well, you know. Let's say you've worked with 87 customers, like this one says here, and how many projects you've completed. Maybe if you have 4 or 5 different offices, maybe nationwide, you could say 5 different locations. And maybe the amount of hours compiled together, maybe 56,000 hours spent on social media marketing, just to show your experience and social proofs again, you know. So how can you change this? So let me show you quickly on the front end what it looks like. So if I refresh, it'll be incremental. It will go from the initial number to the last number you've selected. So in here, let me show you. If we select the 87 here, you can start at number 1 up to 87, or you could start from number 12 to maybe 105. If I update now, and we'll go back here, and then we'll refresh quickly. You see, it started at 12 and up to 105. So again, you can tweak this around to make it your own, customize it to your personal needs and requirements. And that's basically it for the About Us page. Yes. And then we have our services page. So as you can see here, this is a repeat of what's on the home page, basically, you know. You can tweak it around and personalize it, maybe make it slightly different. But let me show you quickly how to tweak this around. So let's go back to our pages here. So exit to dashboard. Click on the WordPress logo here. There you go. And then we're going to go on to our services page. I'm just going to open that in a new tab for now. So as you can see, we have a background picture here, which we didn't have on the others. I'm going to show you how to change that picture. So as you can see, if you hover here on top, click on that, and then style, you can see this is the actual picture, which is slightly different. As you can see, there's no coloration to this one. It's just a plain picture. So if you go into our media library, you can upload your own picture as always, or you can select another one. As you can see, the size of this one is 1920 by 1078. So you'd want to select a picture that's about the same size or roughly the same. So let's select this one for now. Insert. And as you can see, now we have 2 women here instead of the other one. So let's keep this for now. Okay, update. So again, here you can emphasize what your services are about, you know, services. The reason you have a services page is because sometimes some people will not scroll down the page on your home page, even though everything is there. They might go straight to the services page. It depends. everyone's behavior is a bit different online, you know, so they might go straight to this page. So it's a good thing to re-emphasize and showcase your services here. So again, you have all these here. So if you don't want to type everything again, I'm going to show you a trick what you can do. Very simple. You can actually copy elements from one page to the other. So let's go to our home page. So let's click on Edit with Elementor. So as you can see on our home page, we already have that section done. We've done it before, you know, so you might not want to redo everything again. So all we can do is just simply copy and paste this section onto our services page. So this is our home page. And as you can see, we have this section here. So what you do is just click on this, right click on it, and then copy. So copy. And now we go into our services page. So this is services. Then you right click and then paste. Now if you scroll down, you can see this is the one that's been pasted just after it. So this is our actual services that we want to keep, and this is the one that we're going to get rid of. So all you do is just click the X, delete, and now we have the exact same on our page as on the services page. So there you go. So all you do is just click update. And this is going to save you a bit of time anyways, you know. So if we refresh now, as you can see, we are in our services page and we have the same details as we had on the home page. And again, you can do the same with your customers and obviously the testimonials. So let's copy the testimonials section. So this is a testimonial section. So right click, again, copy. We go into the services page. Scroll down and then select this, click on this, right click, paste. As you can see, it's been pushed down underneath it, and now we can delete this one, update. And if we go back to our services page on our website and refresh, we now have our testimonials as well. And then we have our contact page. So let's go and change this. So we're going to insert your Google Map address and link this form to your email address and change your details here. So let's close this one for now. And let's go back again here, exit to dashboard. Click on the WordPress logo again. And there we are. So contact, I'm going to open this in a new tab. So we're going to first do all these details here, and then I'm going to show you how to change the contact form. So let's go ahead with our details first. So in here, get in touch. So reach us. So it could be reach us, or you could put maybe our address, which is maybe a bit more straightforward, or our details. There you go. And then you can click on this. So as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 different tabs here, and these are icon lists because each line will have its own personal icon. So for an email address, you have a small envelope. For the phone, it's a phone, and then for, I don't know, this is a mobile number as well. So to change your address, very simply, just click on this, and then you can put your own address. So I'm going to put 7175 Shelton Street, Covent Garden, London, WC2H9JQ. There you go. And this is how you change your address. Now, when you're done with your address, change your email address. So hello@mrwebreviews.com. And then obviously you do the same with your phone and maybe mobile number or fax number if you're still using a fax. Now in here, the address, click on this, and all you have to do, so basically I'm just going to copy and paste the address here. Just let me open this quickly. Control C. And now if you go onto your map, you delete this one and paste your address. So basically the exact same address you have here, you just copy and paste it in that field, and there you go. That's how simple it is. Immediately there you have the Google Maps set up. So you can change the height. As you can see, you can make it bigger or smaller. It's up to you. Maybe this is actually 496, maybe 500. Let's put 500. And this is the zoom. So you can zoom in and zoom out. So let's try this one. 15, I believe it's to zoom in. 16, you're getting closer and closer. And if you want to zoom out, it's the other way around, obviously, you know. So let's keep it maybe on 16 for now. You can almost read the street names next to it. And then you click update. And if we refresh our actual page, as you see before, that's what we had. Now we refresh. And now we have our own address, our own Google Maps. So let's go ahead and link this form to your actual email address. So if you click on this, you will see there's a shortcut. So that means that it's using another plugin within the WordPress, your WordPress installation. So WordPress ID number 5, as you can see, number 5. So we go back to our dashboard now, and it's using the WP forms. So you click on this and you go into all forms. And as you can see, we have contact form here, and the shortcut linked to it is the ID 5, which is the actual one. As you can see, ID 5, that's the same form. So we're going to edit this form now. Click on that. And from here, at the moment, you have your name, your email, and your message. But you might want to add something else. Maybe you want to ask them for their phone numbers. So if you go here and type in number, you can drag and drop your email, add this. And then if you click on it, you can change the label. So phone number. And if you want to make this mandatory required, you click on this, or you can leave it unchecked. And then you click save. And then we go into our settings now, and we want to link this email form to your email address. So notifications in here, as you can see, it says send to email address. So this is the recipient. So that's yourself basically. And as it says, it's an admin_email. So it will fetch the email address that's attached to the admin account on your WordPress installation. Now you might want to replace that with your own email address immediately. It's up to you. You can leave it as is. You will receive it regardless. But let's go ahead and put hello@mrwebreviews.com. It's just to be on the safe side, you know, and just click save. Now if we go into our contact page now and refresh, we have an additional field, phone number here. So let's go ahead and type in something, maybe john.doe@gmail.com 0123456778, and your message. This is a test from the contact page. Then your customers, visitors will click submit, sending, and that's it. Gone. So thanks for contacting us. We will be in touch with you shortly. So if you want to tweak this message again, you can go to your form and you see confirmation here. Thanks for contacting us. We will be in touch with you shortly. You can tweak it around and make it your own again, you know, and then once you finish, don't forget to save. So let me show you the email I received now. I'm going to go to my mailbox. So this is the email I received. As you can see, it was sent to my email address, hello@mrwebreview, and sender was john.doe@gmail.com. And this is the content of the email. As you can see, John Doe and john.doe@gmail.com. That's his phone number. And this is the test from the contact page. So very simple, very efficient indeed again. So let's go back to our So now let's take care of our header here. So we're going to change our logo, our menu, and change this button here and link it to something. And also we're going to look after our footer here, footer section, and have the different pages linked straight up here at the bottom. So let's go ahead with this. So let's start with our logo. So for this, we can close this page now. Can close this one as well. We won't need them anymore. So back here, so we can leave this now, X out of there. So for this, we're going to appearance, customize. And from here, there's two ways to access it. You can either click on the small pencil here, or you can go into header and then transparent header. And this is where your logo is. So let me go back now a few steps and let's click on this. This will bring you to the exact same page anyways, same place. So as you can see here, we have two logos, which are the same actually, but different sizes, different resolutions. So you have the logo and then you have Retina logo. So what's the difference between the two? This is a lower resolution one than this one. This is for Retina screens, so 4K screens, and maybe some iPads as well. So for screens with high resolution, you'll have a much larger file with a higher resolution. So this is our logo here. So how do you change your logo? So I'm just going to remove this one for now. And let's click on this one instead. And if I was to select another file, let's say this one, just as an example here for tutorial. As you can see, we have our new logo now. It's called Space. But as you can see, it is black on a dark background, so it doesn't stand out at all. It has no contrast whatsoever. So if you want to change your logo, you might consider to have it in a bright color. So even if your logo comes in a dark color initially, you might have to contrast it with a different color. And you want to make sure that the background of your logo, like this one's for instance, let me reopen this. You can see everything in the background is clear, so that you can see the background in behind and in between the letters. So you want to have a logo that's clear, with a clear background. Now, which type of files can you create and ask for your graphic designer or yourself? As you can see, these are SVG files, which are graphic files basically. That can be zoomed in and zoomed out without losing any quality of resolution. Or you can upload a PNG file, which is also a picture file, but with a clear background. So either way, whoever is designing your logo, your graphic designer, you might ask them for either an SVG or PNG file with a clear background. Now, if you don't have a logo, I'm going to show you an easy way now to create your own logo and replace it here. So let me show you this now. And for this, we're going to go onto a website that's called Canva. So canva.com, canva.com. I'm already logged in, as you can see. So you'll have to create a new account to sign up on this website and then log in. Once you're logged in, you'll be redirected to this page. And once you're there, you just type in the search box logo, and then you click on the first one here. And we're going to look for a logo that could match our website here. So let me go back to the home page for now. So we're looking something with a clear background as well. So maybe this one here, why not? And then we might want to change the text. So you click on this and then let's make this a bit smaller because it's not going to fit. A little bit smaller again. So let's put digital and then here underneath marketing. There you go. Very nice. Now let's bear in mind that this is going to be on a dark background, so you might have to change the color to white. So select the text and select the color here, and we're going to put in white. You can use a different color again. I could use yellow maybe, and the same for this. Now it makes it difficult for us to preview it, obviously, because it is white on white. but we know what we've typed here anyway. So that's our logo. So we're done with this now. So all we have to do basically now is just to download it. And as you can see, if you want a transparent background, this is going to be a paid option. So let's have a look at what's available. So we have SVG, it's a paid option as well. And the PNG, which is the one you can have a clear background, is also a paid version. So we're not going to pay for anything. We're just going to have a workaround solution here. And I'm going to show you how you can do this. What we can do basically is just to add a background that matches our background here. So if we have the exact same color here as a background on this one, it'll be seamless basically, you know. So what we can do is just add a background, and then we're going to select our color. So we click on this one here on the palette, click on this new color, and in here we're going to paste our color code. Now if we go back to Elementor and open our home page, as you remember we did that before. Oops. If you click on this, go into style, and then the background overlay that we set in the beginning of this tutorial, this is our color. So we just copy this and paste it here. And as you can see now, we have the exact same color background as our home page. So we can, home page, sorry, here. So I can close this now, close that, close this one as well. And we're going to download our logo now. Yes, please download. So it's processing, and we're going to save this in our pictures. Save. There you go. Now we can go back to our website in the backend here in our customization fields. Select this, upload file, select file, and now we're going to select our web picture logo that we just designed, this one here. So we open that. Now as you can see, this is squarish and there's a lot of space on top and on bottom of the logo. As you can see, our logo here, there's no space on top and bottom, so we'll have to crop our logo. So what we're going to do from here is edit image, just this link here, click on that. It's going to open a new page for us. So from here you're going to click crop, and you can see all these small dots on all the edges. You just go hover on top, and then you can drag it down, and same here with this one. And if you grab it on top, you can move it up and down as well just to make sure it is centered. There you go. And then click on crop again. Click save. And now you can update. Now back to our customization here. If you click on this, you can see we have our logo here that's been resized. You choose the image. And that's it. As you can see, it's seamless. You can't see the background at all. And you can do the same with the retina. Select this one, choose image, and then publish. And if you go back to our front page now, if we refresh, we now have our logo that is seamlessly mixing with the front, with the background, you know. And as you can see, our logo is absolutely fine now. So if you wanted to make the logo a little bit bigger again, so we can close this one. We're not going to use it. We're finished with Canva. In here, okay. So logo width, as you can see here, you have a drag and drop cursor. So you can increase that. I wouldn't go too big either. You know, too big is too shouty, but maybe a happy medium, maybe like this. And then publish. So I know you have the preview here, but it's always nice to check it out on the actual page and refresh. There you go. So this is absolutely fine, absolutely perfect. So now what about our menu here? Let's go and take care of this. So for this, we exit out of here altogether. We're going to go into appearance, and then we're going to menus right here. And this is our top nav. So top navigation, as you can see, we have home, about, service, and contact. Home, about, services, and contact, just as mentioned here. Now we're going to add our portfolio that we had created. So we're going to add a new one. And for that, we're going to add a custom link. So we're going to go on this, and then you're going to grab your domain name. So Control C, you're going to paste it here, Control V, and you see after the forward slash here, you're going to add portfolio, because that's the address we created. And here you can put portfolio and click add to menu. Now, as you can see, the portfolio has been added after the contact page. You might want to have this before. So maybe between services and contact would be the right spot where to add it. And then you can save. And if we go to our home page now and refresh, you will see we now have a new tab in our menu that's called portfolio. If we click on this, this will bring us immediately to our portfolio. As you remembered, we created company XYZ digital marketing. If you click on this again, there you go. Absolutely fine. Now, as you can see here, our logo is not displaying on this page because that's a different header. So we have to configure that as well. So we go back to our dashboard like we did before. We're going to appearance, customize. And then from here, we're going to click on our page, on a portfolio page, to bring out this header. And now we're going to click on this pencil here again. And as you can see, there is no logo uploaded or selected here. So what we need to do is just select our logo again. So let's go and select our logo here. Click select. This is absolutely fine. We can crop it like this. Crop image. And now we have our logo right here. So publish. And if we refresh, now logo is displaying on this page as well. So we have our logo on the home page and even on the portfolio page, which is absolutely fine. Now in relation to our request quote button here, so let's go back here. And then we're going to customize again, header. And if you hover on top and click on this now, this is our button here. So it says request quote. So what do you want it to say? Do you want it to say request quote or call us now? Maybe you want them to call you now. So call us now. So if you want them to call you, where do you want to redirect this button? So maybe to your contact page. So they can call you and have access to your phone number. Or you want them to fill out this form, maybe request free consultation. So maybe you could just put this in the button instead. So request free consultation. And then we're going to just copy and paste this page. So Control C. We're going to put it here. Control V. And maybe instead of request, maybe just free consultation, because that's a bit too long, isn't it? Free consultation. That's it. That'll do fine. And then if we refresh now, as you can see, it says, well, let me go to another page. So free consultation. Click on this. And now this is redirecting us to the form where it says request free consultation. So it's that simple, isn't it? Now, if you wanted to have a proprietary page linked to this, you can create a new page. If you wanted to have a page just for that, it's fine as well. I'm going to show you how you can do that. So let's exit out of this. Now you go into pages, add new, and edit with Elementor. So just going to call it something else, maybe free consultation. And then edit with Elementor. And from here you can insert whatever you want. So you can start with the heading maybe. So let's change this. And then in here, request a free consultation. Okay, so we might space this up a little bit from the top. So for this, we're going to add a margin on top. So remove this, and top, we're going to add maybe 80. Let's try 80, maybe 100. There you go. 100 is fine. Now we're going to add a little bit of text. So let's add this underneath. So these are 2 columns. And now we're going to add some text. So maybe in this one here. So we offer free consultation to everyone. Simply fill out the form on this page to reserve a half-hour spot to discuss your requirements, just like that. And maybe you want to add a form like this one here, maybe this one actually, you can reuse that one. We're going to go here, and then let's go back here now again. Let's exit out of this. And as you remember, our form here had a short code, so we're going to copy this, and then we go back to our page, and we're going to insert the short code in here. So in here in the search box, just type short, drag and drop, and paste the code, and then apply and publish. And maybe you want to add a small picture here in between. So let's put an image. I'm going to put it in full, and we're going to select a picture. And you want a picture of something, maybe. Oh, let's select this picture again. Why not? There you go. Happy people smiling. And this is our form, so we can save. So now we have our own page created now. So if we go back to our pages, so let's go and see this one. So we're going to right click on view to preview our page. And as you can see, now we have this URL. So we're going to copy this, copy. And then we're going to change this link to this page and link it directly to that page. So now we go back to appearances, customize, header, click on the button and change the link, Control V, and then publish. So if we go back to our home page now, and we click on free consultation, you can see we now request a free consultation. We offer free consultation to everyone. Simply fill out the form on this page to reserve a half-an-hour spot to discuss your requirements. Now again, as you can see, this is maybe a bit too close for comfort, this section here. So let's add a little bit of gap in between. So how do we do this? We select our section here, and we're going to add a margin at the bottom. So maybe 150 this time. Update. And then refresh. There you go. That's much better. So this is how you create a free consultation page with a form linked straight to your email address like we did. And if people click on this, they're going to be redirected straight up to here. So now let's go back to our home page. And you might want to do the same here. You have get started here. You can redirect it to a different page maybe, or the same page. It's really up to you. So you can tweak this around again to make it your own. Now our footer, as we said, let's take care of this now. So we're going to change our logo. We're going to change the text here. We're going to link our social media and link a few pages here as well and change our details. So let me close this page now. We won't need it anymore. Let's go back here, exit out of this. Now the footer is a different section. So we're going to appearance, and you see here, header, footer, and blocks. And you want to click on this now. And this is our footer, and you can see we can edit it with Elementor as well. So you're going to click open with Elementor. I'm just going to open it in a different tab so we can go easily from one window to the other. So as you can see, this section and this one is part of our footer. Now it's really up to you. You don't have to keep this section here. You can remove it, although it is nice, but you might not want to keep it. It's really up to you. If you don't want to keep it, all you have to do is click the X here. That's it, and it's gone. So just for the sake of our tutorial here, I'm just going to keep it. And I'm going to show you how you can change this settings here as well. So would you like to start a project with us? This is absolutely fine. And then you can simply say, please feel free to contact us during opening hours, and then put your hours maybe, you know, and this you can change your number. So your number could be 0123456778. So that's your number. And when people land on your website, they're going to have access to your phone number immediately. So again, how do you change this? It's very simple. Just like we did it on the contact page, you just edit this and change your address here. So 7175 Shelton Street, Covent Garden, London, WC 2H9JQ. And then if you want to change your email address, you can easily edit it from here. So hello@mrwebreviews.com. And then you do the same with your phone number. And if you don't need this one, you might put your landline number and maybe mobile number. If you don't need it, all you have to do is click on this, and you're left with only 3 lines of details. And then update when you're happy enough with that. So now let's go and change our logo here. As you can see, we have the image for Retina display and the regular resolution. So click on that, and we're going to select our logo again. So this is the one, insert. And this one again, we'll do the same with both of them. Insert. And now you can see we have our logo in here, new logo. So here you're going to put your main tagline, maybe a big emphasis on what you do, because a lot of people will scroll from top straight to the bottom, and they're only going to start reading from the bottom. And this is mainly when it will be opened on mobile phones. A lot of people have the tendency to scroll immediately down straight to the bottom, and this is where you want to grab their attention. So we provide digital marketing services that will help grow your sales by driving targeted traffic to your website. So basically what you're going to put in here has to be super clear, super easy to understand, the same way you would explain it to a 5 or 6 years old kid. If a kid was to ask you, what is it that you do? The way you would say it is exactly as is. So we provide digital marketing services that will help you grow your sales by driving targeted traffic to your website. You can't get it wrong by putting in plain, simple language like this. So this is one. And then we're going to link your social media here. So let's say you have Facebook, Twitter. I don't think anyone has Google Plus anymore. Let's say Instagram, LinkedIn. And maybe you want to add another one. Let's say you have also YouTube. So all you do is click on this, and in the filter here, in the search by name, you type in YouTube, select the icon, insert. So that's it. Now, if you go on your Facebook here, you can see there's a link. So this is where you're going to paste the URL, the link to your Facebook page or Facebook account. And you do the same with your Twitter. You put the link here, the same with your Instagram and so on. And now, as you can see, there's a small gear here that if you hover on top, it says link options. If you click on this, you want to make sure that this is ticked, open in a new window. Again, you don't want to drive traffic outside your website. You don't want people to leave your website when they're there, basically. You know, you want to retain that those visitors. But if they want to access your Facebook page, they're more than welcome to have it open in a new window. So this is what you do. Make sure this is ticked. And once you're done with copying and pasting your URLs, your link to your social media, just click update and that's you done. Now in here, what do we have? So now our different menus here, we have two menus. So let's select this one here. So we have home page, about, services, and contact. So this is our home page. So let me go back to the top. So this is home page. So if you right click on this and click copy link address, click on that, go back here, open this, and then you copy the link here. Okay, so this is one. And then the about us. So this is this one. Right click on it, copy link address. And then you go into the about, open this and copy it. And we'll do the same with services. Services, right click, copy link address, services, click on that, paste it. And then contact. Contact. There you go. Put it here and paste. Now we're going to add an additional one, so we can duplicate this one, the services. Open this, call it portfolio. Back here, right click, copy link, back, and paste. Now update. And if we go and refresh our page now and scroll, as you can see, we have home, about, service, portfolio, contact. So if these are the only pages you have, you can get rid of this, I suppose, remove this, and maybe we can add our button here again, the same button as this, free consultation. So how do we do this? Very simply, if we go back here, we select button, drag and drop. We can delete this then. We're not going to make use of this because we only have 5 pages. And we can request, instead of business, free consultation. And just click here. Click here is fine. You could have this, you know. And then we can just right click, copy link address. And then we can paste this where the link is. And then instead of click here, we can have request now. Update. And now let's go back to our footer section. And if we refresh, you can see now we have our pages here. We have request a free consultation and get in touch with the phone number. So if I was to click on this now, I'll go straight to this page. If I click on the About Us, we go straight to the About Us section. If I click on Portfolio, I'm redirected to the portfolio. So as you can see, all is linked properly and dynamically. So the one last thing you need to change is the copyright statement here at the bottom. And that's our very last thing now I think we have to change. Click on this. Now you can see here HFE underscore current year. It's in bracket. Testing here. So this is dynamically driven basically. So it will fetch the current year based on the server's date. Now we have the site title, which is digital agency. You can keep that, and powered by digital agency. You might want to remove this. There's no need for that. So just remove that. And that's basically it. So copyright 2021 digital agency, or you can remove this one and put your own name. So 2021, your company name hyphen London. You can put your location. Now, if you would prefer to have this centered, click on this one here, center, and then update. And if you think it's too prominent, you might change the color. Click on this, go into the maybe purplish color, and maybe a darker one like this, maybe. There you go. And if you go and have a look at our footer now, if we refresh, as you can see, this is less noticeable now, although it is there. But people will focus more on this area here. So they have access to all your pages, request a free consultation, and your contact details. Now, the last few tweaks, and we're almost done after this. You go into Settings, General, and you're going to change your name. So you're going to put your business name here, your tagline. So your tagline could be driving targeted traffic to your website. You want to make sure you have HTTPS, but based on our current settings, it should be as is. You're going to put your email address here. So hello@mrwebreviews.com. It should normally be your email address there already, but just double check just in case, you know, and then click save. And then we're going to take care of the permalinks after that. So permalinks, click on this. And as you can see at the moment, the web address will be displayed mrwebreviews.com 2021-0203/sample post, which is not SEO friendly at all. So what you want to click on is post name. So basically it'll be your post name, and this is absolutely 100% SEO friendly. And after that, you just simply click save changes, and that's it. So when you go on your website, the URL will be displayed this way, mrwebreviews.com/portfolio, and this is SEO friendly. So let's close this now. We don't need it anymore. And then one last thing, just go back to your website, just browse through all the pages one by one, make sure everything is okay, make sure there's no typos, especially make sure the phone numbers are typed in properly. Test all the links again once more just to make sure they're linking properly, you know. And once you're happy with everything, you can go live. Big reveal, you know. And how do you do this? Very simple. Just don't forget, this is the very last step. Once you're happy with your website and your result, you just put the maintenance mode off. So you switch that off, save changes, and from that moment on, everyone can access your website, and you can actually start promoting it on social media, etc. So there you go, guys. As you can see, we now have a very professional website, and once you go live, you'll be ready to tell the world about your services and start making money from your website. So as always, I'll leave all the necessary links in the description below. Okay, that's all for now. I hope you found this helpful. If so, please consider subscribing to this channel, and don't forget to hit the bell so you won't miss a single update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.